Hey guys, this is vVvShaft. With me today is MxGMaze. That is Maze from Multitude Gaming. How you
What's up,
doing,
guys?
buddy?
I'm alright. Shaft, how you doing?
I'm doing great, man. Doing great. Kind of
Nice.
excited about what we're gonna be doing tonight, man. Basically, guys, here's what's up. YouTube has this like 15-minute video filter, so none of my shows will go on there. Which means I need to do more individual casts. Just one game, not trying to string together as shows or anything like that. Just casting individual games and letting people enjoy casting and commentating. So that's what we're doing here. We're going to throw these videos up on YouTube. I believe star2.org is going to throw them up on the front page as well. And just going to try and increase awareness of what we try to do here on these shows here at Clan Eat Casting, Metagame Magic, Zergling Roundup, all those shows, our King of the Hill, all that is under the umbrella corporation of Clan Eat Casting. And we're just trying to really increase awareness of that, get people to share things with their friends, and share it with the YouTube community, get more people into it. So that's why Maze is with me here today. And today we're going to be looking at a Zerg versus Protoss. And it's actually going to be really, really awesome because formerly iSAxSlav was in Evil Geniuses. He got kicked out with StrifeCrow and is now in Infinity 7. His opponent here is going to be iSJeCho, who is actually one of the top North American Zergs, but not someone you hear too much about. So we're going to be covering both these players. iSAxSlav, since he left Evil Geniuses, has actually been doing really, really well, whereas when he was on EG, he was kind of known as someone who didn't accomplish much. So we've seen a little shift in iSAxSlav and his, I guess his determination. I don't know. I don't want to question his prior performances, but there's markedly a increase in what he's doing these days. And then iSJeCho, of course, who's just an all-around solid player that nobody knows about. So
Hmm,
anyway, Mace, you about ready to get this thing started?
I am.
Okay, guys, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. And here on the top right-hand side of Cloud Kingdom Ladder Edition, we have the pink Zergy iSJeCho. On the bottom left, we have in the blue Protoss trunks, formerly of Evil Geniuses, the very, very handsome and actually has a really cool accent, iSAxSlav. If you guys haven't checked it out, he's got an interview of things that on YouTube of his thoughts after Evil Geniuses and how he came to Infinity 7. It's definitely worth checking out. Just hop on YouTube, type iSAxSlav interview. I'm sure you'll find it. They're in the top 8 results or whatever. But here, back to this game, we have iSAxSlav coming down here checking the natural. He wants to just move this probe around. Very, very standard stuff. That's going to keep the expansion from going down immediately for iSJeCho. Can't build an expansion if there's a pylon there either, so both players,
I love that block. I do that in all my games now.
yeah, Protoss love to throw that, especially when they're doing like a Forge First expansion, which
Yep.
it looks like iSAxSlav will be doing. Can't quite be certain. Blocking the second pylon as well. iSJeCho is actually a player that is known for taking his third before his natural in this situation. So in this case, iSAxSlav is playing his opponent rather than playing StarCraft necessarily. He does get the Nexus down before his Forge, so Nexus first. This still being super annoying against iSJeCho's probe. iSJeCho's had a spawning pool on the map for quite a while, but is only now finishing 4 lanes. This third does manage to go down, and this pylon is taking slow but steady damage from a drone.
I really think that he probably should have dropped the pylon at the third as well, because he would have delayed the expansion by a long time. Because
Y-
now he's going to get a second up real fast, but the matter of maybe another minute or so is actually huge for the Zerg getting this third down quickly.
yeah, he must have thrown those minerals somewhere important,
Yeah.
but I didn't see exactly where. But iSAxSlav I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt because he's shown me a lot recently. So I'm giving him the benefit there. We do have Nexus first, though. His opponent already on 3 base. This is looking about even terms for both players, but both players are favoring very macro-heavy styles.
Yeah, Echo's going for the gasless 3 base, which is the metagame for Zerg right now, so
yeah,
no surprises.
Yeah, he'll probably wait till about 6 minutes, lay down 2 or 3 gas. So both players just really focusing more on their economy and staying safe, staying defensive. I do like how the third is finished before the natural for our Zerg player. Alt-tabbing over, checking chat. Guys, feel free to chat in the forums or on the Twitch TV chat, because I will be checking that. Looking forward to hearing and responding to your comments. This is trying to be an interactive cast, so feel free to type something. Here we have a Zealot clearing the Zelnaga towers. This is going to allow the Protoss to drop a proxy pylon should he want, or just clear out for any kind of tech he may be going. We're not seeing any heavy or later game tech just yet, just light gateway pressure being built.
Yeah, I think that there's going to be some critical timing here, just because the weapons upgrade is just about halfway done, but he's only got 2 additional gates in production, which is strange. Usually by the 7-minute mark, if there's going to be a heavy gateway pressure, there should be a lot more gates being thrown down. So
yeah.
I'm a little confused. I mean, he's chrono boosting out the weapons, but I mean, doesn't really look like there's going to be really much gateway pressure at all. So it's kind of strange that he'd spend the chrono on the weapons upgrade and not really use it. Send a few zealots over, but
he might just be trying to get a +2 timing, which would explain. I don't know. I'm not sure. +2 is possible. Here's a robo facility.
Yeah.
I don't know. I am not a Protoss player. I just
dropping that proxy pylon. It's probably gonna be really, really light zealot pressure, I guess, just to force some units. I mean, I don't think he really expects to do much damage with this at all. Just keep the Zerg from droning up a little bit.
He is going for the armor upgrade. Not something you see a lot from Protoss. Generally, they do favor +2 immediately after.
Yeah.
But in the end, he doesn't have Twilight, so that does play into it. Here we go. We've got some an observer coming out onto the field. We do have this zealot pressure that you predicted. Liking that. iSJeCho is staying very aggressive.
Where's the Roach Warren? There's no Roach Warren.
Yeah,
there
isn't one.
That's really bad. With
yeah.
weapons upgrade with the zealots, he only can make Zerglings. That's not too great.
And
I mean, the Queens are gonna have
hasn't even
to
finished yet.
Yeah, this shouldn't have happened. He should not have been able to take the 3rd down. Sorry, but the Zerg should have been able to present that 9 minutes into the game.
Yeah, I think he got a little bit greedy. He's actually halfway through +1 ranged attack.
A huge counterattack looking like it's coming.
Lings are
Zergling speed just kicked in.
Yeah.
And there's nothing there to prevent them from coming through. He has to warp in a sentry right now.
Well, he's got 2 zealots there. And
there it is, yeah.
This 3rd is being taken. That could be a bit of a problem if iSJeCho notices the probe going there, and he does! The cannon does finish, but that's not going to stand against that many Lings. Lings flooding in, going to deny that 3rd. These zealots being forced to return home to defend, and there just isn't enough units here for iSJeCho to be able to hold this 3rd. So, in fact, iSJeCho is going to be able to take his 3rd back, basically using defensive Lings aggressively.
Yep.
Pretty interesting tactic there, because against those pure zealot force, those Lings might not have lived.
Echo looks like he was saving up all that gas for Mutus. His Spire's just about done, but iSJeCho did get the scout on it, so immediately you see the Templar Archives being thrown down.
Yeah, actually.
And he canceled it. He canceled the Spire.
That's what I was wondering. He canceled it at the last second. That's an infestation pit. Another hatchery coming. Complete tech switch here from iSJeCho.
I really don't like the switch into infestors. Just because, not that Echo knew it, but with the response from the Templar archives, I mean, he could just feedback those investors. So it's a little more micro-intensive, but I mean, it's still, I mean, if you're going to counter infestors, he's already got the tech to do
He
it.
might be going for like ultras or something. I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't want to judge it yet. I do like what he's doing here with these lings, though. Aggressive against this third base. He's got the army pretty much out of position when he wants to run into this natural, but there's a zealot there, so he's just losing some lings, but still forcing a lot of pressure on iSAxSlav. He's going to establish his fourth base behind all this. There's still this proxy pylon here. Does iSAxSlav, or I'm sorry, does iSJeCho know about it? No, he doesn't. He will, however, spot it here on this run by. Pretty nice creep spread here for 13 minutes into the game. He's got 2 creep highways extending to his opponent's base, and they're both pretty far along.
And Echo just now took the lead in harvesters.
That's what's up, setting 2 harvesters for each player. There are 3 high Templar on the field, so those mutalisks we were talking about really would not be good at this point. He does, however, have 2 spires coming, so that's going to be air upgrades.
Fast brood lords.
Yep. Every time. I'd be interested to see if he puts up a couple more overseers just so he gets to see if his opponent scouts it.
Yeah, let's take a look at iSAxSlav's vision. Nah, he never even went in for the secondary scout, so he still thinks that that's the original Spire and no infestation pit.
Yeah, he's not even been... He's not even
he's gonna be a little shocked when that observer gets in there and he sees 2 Spires and an infestation pit.
Yeah,
and
well...
Hive completed.
Yeah, he's probably wondering why more mutas aren't on the field right this second.
Yeah, sure he figured it out by now. Lots of spine crawlers coming down on the fourth, excuse me, for Echo.
Still really aggressive here with these lings. It's basically giving him full vision of what his opponent
Picking off
has.
a couple Templar.
Yeah, I mean, he's got to do what he's got to do. And Templar are very expensive, and they're not good at defending themselves.
Nope.
I'm not real sure why iSJeCho is not taking a lot more gas more quickly. He doesn't have... I mean, he's got his 4th oversaturated, and his 3rd is barely at saturation.
Yeah.
Small little things. He's doing well, really, overall. But little small mistakes that he could work on. And, I mean, iSJeCho is definitely a caliber player that could make it to Code S if he just fixed the little stuff. Really good feedbacks and storms going off for iSAxSlav, but iSJeCho still is going to manage to hold his 4th base. The army is just too small there for the Protoss.
Morph in some Banelings. I like that decision. He sees it's pretty much all Zealots and Sentries.
Yeah, I guess Banelings would do really well against Zealot Sentry Archon.
I want to see some Neural Parasite. It's been a long time, and I miss it.
Dude, I saw a Neural Parasite mothership. Like, there was like 4 motherships on the field during this game at different points. And each one of them got Neural Parasited. It was amazing.
I missed that.
Just going through the different bases of our players. Alright, a little bit of aggression here with Warp Prism. I really like how iSJeCho is responding. He didn't even lose that queen. Using the wings to hold his opponent there. Infestor, Fungal Growth prevents the Warp Prism from being able to retreat any kind of unit. And at this point, he's just working on his Brood Lords. He accepts that he's going to lose this 4th base. He's just going to bunker down in this 3rd. His opponent really can't overextend. He doesn't have the army necessary to take this 3rd down. I really don't like the fact that iSAxSlav is trying to either. Ooh, look at all those infested Terran. The 3rd does go down. iSAxSlav doing a really nice job there. However, losing a lot of his army to Brood Lords. If a single fungal growth could go down on the Protoss army right now, it would be game over. He's got to be extremely careful. Okay, so he sees it, and GG's. Alright, that was actually really well held. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, iSJeCho, I like iSAxSlav killing that third base, and that is what forces iSJeCho into leaving this game.
Yeah.
But iSJeCho has no more econ.
I
But
think the biggest mistake was in the beginning, losing the third base to 8 Zealots, like
Yeah.
9 minutes into the game. That's a mistake. That shouldn't happen to Zergs.
no, it shouldn't. Yeah, I mean, but what this comes down to is the Infestors are out of energy, and he's got nothing but 4 Broodlords that are coming. There's no ground army, and he's got no economy left to defend with. If those Broodlords or a fungal growth could have gone down, like I said originally, that would have completely won the game for iSJeCho. He could have taken an expansion and gone from there. But like I said, iSAxSlav just pulled back, stayed out of fungal growth range. These Broodlords are too slow to get into position, and as soon as these infested Terran die, it's game over.
Yep.
Wow. That was a really nice game there. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. This has been vVvShaft and Maze, bringing to you another really good, awesome game from iSJeCho and his opponent, iSAxSlav. Thanks for tuning in, guys.